Hey everybody, it's Brandon at the Insurance Pro Blog, and today I want to spend some time talking about my personal whole life insurance policy. We talk a lot about the virtues of owning whole life insurance as a cash accumulation play, so it only makes sense that I'd spend a day talking about what I've done personally. By the way, if you like this sort of information, feel free to join us at theinsuranceproblog.com, where you'll find articles on this subject, as well as our weekly podcast and in-depth premium content that dives much deeper into these subjects. So about 8.5 years ago, I bought my last whole life insurance policy. And since that time, I've been looking at it year over year and looking at how it's done. And I was recently doing some calculations on it, and I wanted to share it with everybody. So since inception to today, I have achieved a roughly 3 2/3% rate of return on cash value. I'm not doing any sort of fancy, complicated adjustment because of the death benefit to make the rate of return seem higher, or including the commissions that I earned when I sold myself the policy. I'm simply looking at the cash value earned and the premiums that I paid and calculating what the effective year-over-year rate of return is, and that comes out to some number around 3 2/3%. Now, I know there are people out there who will hear this or see this and tell me that I'm an idiot. I could have taken that same amount of money 8.5 years ago, put it in the stock market, and I'd have way more money because I would have achieved a way better rate of return. Here's the thing. I did buy stocks 8.5 years ago. You see, I did both because I don't believe in doing one or the other. I believe in diversifying my portfolio. And so I own stocks, done really well with those. And I own whole life insurance and done pretty well with that as well. Here's the other thing about my whole life insurance policy. See, now that I'm where I am with this policy, I'm beyond all of the expenses that you hear about being plagued by whole life insurance buyers and their negative rate of returns in the first couple of years. I'm in a place where my policy is achieving a roughly 5 3/4% every year. So now my cash value grows at 5 3/4%. And I know that there is a 0% chance that next year I'll open up my account statement and see that I've lost money. See, I have a 5+% rate of return year over year now on something that has incredible principal safety. It's kind of like cash, only the rate of return is phenomenally better. And I get all the virtues of owning whole life insurance. I get tax-deferred cash value growth, I get tax-free distributions, I get loans that don't forfeit guaranteed interest and some dividends, and I have a death benefit. I have more death benefit on this little whole life policy than most people my age have for death benefit coverage, period. And I get to keep that life insurance forever, and it grows more and more every single year. So yes, I realize, had I bought stocks, I'd have more money than the whole life policy, but I did buy stocks. So I have that money and I have the whole life cash as well. I'm very well positioned to benefit from the growth of the market, as well as have a safety position to deal with things as they come if I need them. I'm recording this in early November of 2020. This year has been ridiculous in terms of craziness and market volatility. If I had been in an emergency situation where I needed to liquidate some stocks, I would have been in a lot of trouble earlier in the year. Even last month would have been an inopportune time to do that. But the whole year, no matter what was going on, I could have taken the money from the whole life policy and had virtually no consequence to the cash accumulation of the policy if I had done that. If this sounds like something that you're interested in learning more about for yourself, I invite you to join us at theinsuranceproblog.com. You should contact us because we have decades of experience designing and implementing these policies. We know where all the gotchas are. We know who all the major players for doing this are. If you like this sort of content, feel free to give us a thumbs up or join our YouTube channel by subscribing to it. And if you have an opinion on this, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, everybody.